Hello, my name is Zombie878. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I have been asked the question of how do the people in Abyssal Frost make that nice and beautiful save system. I know, right? You can almost do anything with a save system in Rec Room, and it will be really good to have in your room. Really good. Really simple to set up too. So let's get started. I'll meet you at the room. So immediately you're going to see that I got the persistent stats, but it looks a little bit different. Because I got this connected beside the trigger zone, so whenever you join, your ID goes into the get leaderboard chip. And the value I got on the reset, so whenever you join, it resets the value. So this is kind of like a new game room. So whenever you join this room, it's going to put you in a new game. So even if you go back to continue, it's not going to put you back at any of the other further levels. Now, if I go to level 1, it's not going to count up right away. The same persistent stats that I had last time with the trigger zone. If you didn't see the video, I'll just show you again. Yeah, just like last time, I have the persistent stats set up to a trigger zone. So whenever you hit the trigger zone, the value gets 1 added to it. And the value will go up by 1. And the trigger zone is at the end of the level. So if I hit the trigger zone, I should be able to go into the continue room after I hit this trigger zone and go right to level 2, right? Because obviously the trigger zone is over the door. So, since I hit the trigger zone and it's right next to level 2, it should bring me to level 2, right? Well, that's only if you have the right numbers set up. And I'll show you that. Yes, and by the way, I have this set up in every sub-room. This is not going to work if this isn't a sub-room. And if you don't have this set up in every sub-room. So you want this set up in every sub-room, and you want the player ID to be connected to something that will read a player ID. So now that I said that, let's go to the continue room and see where it puts us, because right now I'm at the beginning of level 2, right? It should bring me back to the beginning of level 2. But it's not going to bring me back to level 2. It's going to bring up the level 1 door. And you see, the reason why it brought up the level 1 door is because I don't got the number on these right. So it's going to bring down the wrong door. So, really, we want this to be 0. So even if you join continue, it's going to bring you to level 1. We want this 1 to be a 2, so whenever you hit the trigger zone at the end, it's going to bring you to level 2. And we want this to be 2, so whenever you hit the trigger zone at the end of level 2, it brings you to level 3. So whenever you join, it takes your ID, feeds it through the system like always, and it reads the value, so it knows what value to put in these chips. So now, since I have this set up to be 1, let's see what happens if I join the continue room again, and it will bring down level 2 now. But first, I need to save it. Save. And if you do notice, the level 1 door is going to stay there because that says 0 and it just starts at 0. But whatever, that's the beginning, right? So it doesn't matter if someone tries to cheat the system, go to continue, and they're like, oh, I can start off from other levels. Because that's not going to work. So if I... Okay, so if I restore the room again on the save that I already have... Oh, well, it's not going to work because I joined... Anyway, I'll be right back and I'll show you how it works. I need to hit the trigger zone at the end of level 1 again because it went back to 0. Yeah, that's gonna happen when you save the game. So just remember, whenever you save the game, it's going to reset back to 0. So if you're worried about going through each of your persistent stat chips and trying to reset them, like this, like I said last episode, you don't have to worry about that, because every time you save the game, it always starts back at 0. Save, restore, whatever, it's gonna start back at 0. So now, if I hit that trigger zone, it should put me at the beginning of level 2 now. I made it to the end of the level. I didn't go into the level 2 door, but since level 2 has a 1 on that chip in the continue room, I should be able to go into level 2 just by getting to the end of level 1. And obviously I could make this system better and put like checkpoints throughout, so you spawn back to wherever you were. Oh, I see. It didn't work because it was already on 1. So yeah, you will have to go to the first room to reset it every time. You are gonna have to need a reset button for this. Like the first room, you join, it resets it. So, if you liked the tutorial, even though it was a little bit confusing, if you liked the tutorial, please like and subscribe. Please comment and leave your questions down below. Or every time on Friday, I will ask the same question on Reddit and get some more questions. And I will see you next time.